Well, hello, leadership representatives. Welcome to our part 6 of our 13 weeks of success. We're going to record this so you can listen to it and share with your teams, as well as using the PowerPoints and change them up to meet your team. What we want to do is just kind of go over what some of the things that you want to make sure you're doing every single week that's going to help you be successful. So whether you are brand new to leadership, this will help you. Whether you're restarting or you already have an established team, just having some consistency in your business will really grow. So the first thing you want to do is plan your weekly team meetings and start telling them to bring a friend. So whenever you're going to go out and you're planning, when you pick up the phone or you email, say, look, bring a friend with you, whether it's online or you're going to do a live event. Tell them to start bringing people to this event. You can make that kind of like a mini opportunity meeting.
Track your team's progress. If you don't know where you and your team are, how can you be successful? So tracking your progress, on your recruits, your sales, your overall team, unit sales, everything. Track your team's progress on a weekly basis to know where you stand.
Hostess coaching with new team members on how to have good grand openings, whether they're online or live events, how to have a great kickoff to their business.
And you want to make sure you're doing team recognition. So if you're going to, during the meeting, make sure that you are talking about any little thing, like somebody had their first party or someone, was brave and did an event, anything that you can think of. Make sure you're having team recognition. You can do that in your newsletter. You can do it live there. And, I would do both. So when you're having your meeting, do it at the meeting. And then if you got a Facebook group, which we've asked you all to create a Facebook group with your team, go out live on that and show team recognition and show that spirit every single week.
And if you've been following us for the past 5 meetings, then now you're on your 6th. You have your next team member to add or more if you're past your 6 and you're on to 7 or 8, but make sure you're adding at least your 6th team member or try to catch yourself up if you're 9.
Have your power hour calls to your team. Who's got an order, going over their contact list. You can set a power hour 3 times a week, maybe Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or something like that, or Tuesdays and Thursdays. Just set some time each campaign that you are targeting who's tracking towards President's Club. Just different things that you can make specific phone calls. Who is brand new? Your LOA 1 to 7s, are they working on their Kickstart program? And just concentrate on them for an hour at a time.
And when you're doing that, when you've got your calendar out and you're putting those power hour for your team, make sure you're doing that for your customers as well. Now, I know if you've got a huge, you got 300 customers, that might be hard to do, but you can also send out email. But I would make sure that the power hours are personal phone calls. Pick up the phone and talk to a customer. Have that conversation. Find out what they have a problem, whether it's skincare concerns. Have a deep conversations with a few of your customers every single week and find a solution. So if they say, I'm going on a vacation, help them find some products that's going to help solve things. Like they need smaller things to take with them. They need bug guard if they're going on vacation. So make sure that you're finding a solution, and that's how you grow, and you're touching those customers all the time. And every time you get ready to hang up that phone, ask for a referral. Say, thank them for being a customer and say, hey, do you know anybody who would love to get some one-on-one personal care, some bug guard, whatever it is, make sure you have that conversation leads to referral, and ask them to share your website and get names and numbers from your customers.
Add your contacts to your list. Now you've been out there for 5 weeks or so growing your contacts. You're on your 6th week now. Add your new contacts to your list because you want to put them in your e-store. You want to put them on your call list. So just make sure you're taking whatever contacts you've collected, add them to your list so you can make sure when you are doing your power hour calls, when you are doing your social media, that you're shouting out to all your new contacts as well.
And add to your learning library. We've talked a lot about using your car as your auto university. You can check them out from the library or go online. There's lots of great resources for network marketing, and everything you learn, that's going to skill you up to the next level. So you want to be learning something every day. So invest in yourself every day, 10, 15 minutes a day. will skill you up to make your business more and more successful.
And you want to start building your inventory. And let me explain what I mean by that. You do not have to have a whole lot of stock. We encourage people, if you're not, it's your business to do what you want, but there's a few things you're going to want to have for demos. So every time you get that what's new, my thing is I tell people that is not your get broke book, that is your planning book. So look for a few things to add to the inventory, because as you're hosting your team meetings and you're going to be doing different events, Boss Life events that Tracy will go over in a few minutes, that you're going to want to have a few things to show. So you want to build that inventory with a few new things, as well as when there's some things like right now, if you're watching this and it's around the summertime, you may need some Bug Guard or some Skin So Soft. Having a few things on hand that customers are going to like. Having a few, little things that when you're taking a customer order, you may have some things say, hey, I've got a special today. You can have like a little basket of things that you keep. So try to keep some things that are going to sell on the spot and that you want to demo to grow your sales. And because you're a boss, you got to have a few things. You got your brochure. You don't have to have tons of inventory in your basement. Please don't do that. But have some things that you can demo. Now I want to talk to you about your team meeting agenda. You're going to want to really work on this every single week and plan ahead. So what you want to do is think about, hey, what am I going to talk about in my meeting? We have an agenda right here for you, and you can add to that. You want to talk about your team progress. So even if you got one or two, talk about and celebrate that together. Like we've got, 2 new team members. Talk about that. Celebrate each person. Do the recognition. You want to have, even if you're going to be face-to-face at a coffee shop, have these things wrote down on who you're going to talk about. And talk about what we're going to do as next step as our team. What are you going to, what are your accomplishments? Say, hey, we want to grow our team by 10 or, 5 more. Whatever it is, share as a team your progress. And you want to check the calendars. Ask everybody to have their calendar. If you're going to do a Zoom meeting like we're doing now, ask them to hold it up and say, let's share our calendars or share ideas. You want to make sure on their calendar that they don't have a lot of just what we call fluff, that they have some income-producing activities. If they say, I want to grow by 5, say, well, let me see what you're going to do. How are you going to grow by 5? That should be on their calendar. So they should have some events, or I'm going to go talk to so many people. They don't always have to have an event or a table, but they could have what we call walk and talk. They should show on their calendar, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to spend an hour in town or where I'm going to go, and have specifics on the calendar. So as their leader, make sure you're going over that with them. And when they have things, even if it's pretty, just go over with them and say, how about adding this? And get them to look at their calendar a little bit more deep. And plan some events together. So as a team, think about what's going on in the area. What you could do is say, everybody that join me, if it's on a Zoom or a live call, come up with some ideas that's going to go in your area. Say I know in our area we have an apple festival. If that's going to be coming up soon, plan something for your team to do together, because that's a great time that you could be coaching with them. You could do that table together. Even if there's no events, you can say, hey, let's get together at the coffee shop, come up with some fun ideas and say, let's go out for an hour. It's a good opportunity for you to coach, and then you can set goals. So what you'd want to do is say, okay, let's meet in the coffee shop, plan a day, and then everybody go out and talk to people. Let's all come back with 5 names and numbers. You could do something like that, and even do everybody who does that, I'm going to have a drawing. Make it fun and exciting each time you have these events. And then you want to coach your team to create a notebook to keep them organized. We've talked about that a lot. Just ask them even to bring the notebook each time you have a meeting, and have suggestions. Everybody can have suggestions what's to go in that notebook. It could be the first part of the calendar, what's kind of new incentives are going on. Just teach your team to be organized. And then share ideas. Ask them all to, like you've got your Facebook group, say, hey, guys, I want to get you more active. Remember, it doesn't matter if you've got 1 or 2 people on your team, it will grow. So ask them to share what they're doing each week. Hey, they come up with an idea, or even if they saw it on another post, share it and say, hey, I saw this on another representative site. Share that. And share challenges. When you're having the meeting, you don't want it to turn into a negative meeting. But if someone says, hey, I'm having this problem, like us district managers, we do this all the time. We'll say, hey, I'm having this problem. Y'all got any ideas? Have that as not a gripe session, but this is the problem. And then everybody comes up with solutions together. Because sometimes, they might feel really alone. And you may have the same problem too. It makes them feel more engaged in their business. Plan those events and those parties together and plan it on the calendar. When they're doing that, plan it on the calendar. On the calendar, it should say, I'm going to have a party this day. Well, when are you going to plan that party? So make sure all those things are on there. Then you want to have on the calendar too, and talk about this on your team. What are your product-focused events? I mean, products that you're going to be focusing on. So if it's campaign 12, what products are you and your team going to really focus on? Pick them together and come up with ideas. And then you want to do your hostess coaching. So you want to tell them how to talk about that product and how to invite people, whether it's on their Facebook or whether they're going to have it live. So your agenda is all about getting organized together.
So let's talk about hosting your own Beauty Boss events, because this is such a key part to your growing your team and your business. So Beauty Boss events are essentially, they are opportunity meetings, and you want to, target as many people as possible. So first of all, you want to set the location, the date, the time, whether you're going to do it live or you're going to do them online. Maybe you break it up. Maybe you do 2 live a month and 2 online a month, but kind of put them into your calendar as your big rocks, because this is such a great part of your business. Send out invites. We talked about contact lists before. Adding all those new people to your contact list can only get them invited to your team events. So making sure that you keep updating your contact list, and look at other network marketing members, because we have, especially in social media, a lot of people that we know that have either added us to a group, sending marketing for friends and family, things like that. They are, they want to, you want to market, you want to go after those. Plan your agenda, keep it simple, and then share top products and the opportunities to start your own business. You want to share all of it, your products, the opportunities, everything, money makers.
We want to talk about how to generate more leads every day. And, I encourage you to try new things, maybe step out of your comfort zone with some of these ideas, maybe something you've not tried before. So you want to create videos, doing a review, doing a back office tour of your products, an overview of a product, promoting it, demonstrating what a product does, showing a new piece of jewelry, showing the new shoes, the new outfit. Make sure that you use some kind of cute keyword in the title to get people to click onto your video. And, you want to do it on multiple sites. And one of the things that Avon does for us that makes it really nice is on your social media center, they have specials on there all the time that you can just, at a click, post it to your Facebook, post it to Instagram, post it everywhere. And you don't really have to do a lot of work. It just generates it for you. So take advantage of that. It's very professional, looks very good on you, and it's going to generate you money. Make new connections every day. Everywhere you go, you want to be talking to people, whether you're going through the grocery store line, whether you're at the school pickup line, whether you're waiting on the kids to get out of school, talk to people, make connections, and start getting to know them and building that relationship with them. You aren't actually out there selling to them. You're just making connection, and you can follow back up with, okay? Offer something to your customers to ask them for referrals, like they were talking about earlier. It might not be just a customer referral. It may be, who do you know that could use an extra $300 or $400 a month? And let your customers offer up to you people they know that this opportunity would be a good fit for, okay? Then here's some of the extra little fun things. Go to Craigslist, okay? You can post 2 or 3 ads every 48 hours. I think you want to make sure, if I'm not mistaken, keep it less than 50 invites per thing so that it stays under the radar there. Boost your Facebook page, okay? Add some kind of deal on there on your Facebook. Shop with me today and you'll get whatever. Just, create your own fun and your own energy. Host a webinar, whether it's by Zoom or a Facebook party. Get your people involved in what you've got going, especially when you're talking to building your team, okay? You can invite new team members to come and join your webinars. Instagram, Get your business out there with a hashtag. Use different things throughout the day to get people to be finding you. Okay. Facebook groups. If you don't already have a Facebook group, we've talked about this throughout the presentation. Create one for your team, your own team, so that you can host your team recognition and ideas and selling tips on your Facebook page. And also have one for customers where you can talk about new product specials. Okay. So, and you want to just continue to work with those. So we want to remind you to set the example. You are the leader, and the quality of a leader is reflected in the standards they set for themselves. That's by Ray Kroc. That is what you're doing is when you look at your team, that is going to be the reflection that you see back. So when you're putting out there the quality leadership, then that's what your people are going to learn by your example. So when they are developing people, they're going to be repeating you. So you're going to be creating mini yous. So make those mini yous the very best that they can be. We are so proud of all of you and all that you're accomplishing. Your successes are growing all the time. We thank you for joining us every week and investing in yourself. And we hope that you are enjoying them and will continue to grow and build your business. Have a wonderful week. Be successful. And we will see you soon. Have a great day.